This is how I spent the first day of my vacation. Usually, as you may know, I would take the boys to school and Denver would take Deja to school. So because I'm home, I use the opportunity to get some time in with Deja so we have some mommy and daughter time. So I got her dressed and Denver got the boys out for school. So once I got her dressed, I allowed her to pack her own lunch kit. So she decided that she wanted two snacks. So they prepare lunch at school. I hear that they give her breakfast too. I don't know for sure what and what she gets, but she normally takes a snack and a juice and a bottle of water. But today she said she wanted to take two snacks. So I allowed her. So she got her juice, she got her water, and she packed her lunch kit. Before I left out, I said I had to do my, what you call it, my out of office. So I finished getting dressed and I started up my computer to put on my out of office because once I'm out of the office for at least a day, I have to set it up. That is the automatic replies. So that persons who are emailing me, which I know will be a lot of people, will see that I am out of office. So Deja waited patiently and allowed me to do that, and then it was time for us to go. I dropped her off at school and came back home and did a little work before my sister arrived. So that was the big news that I told you I would have for today is that Dava is here. So those of you who are on my lives on Saturdays and Sundays, you know Dava is always on. So she and her boys and her daughter and her husband, they are in Jamaica. So that was the big surprise that I had for you guys. So they're here and we made some plans. They needed to go to the beach. The boys ran around and the adults, we discussed how we would work out the time that we had because they're just here for the same time that I am off. So we made some plans and then they left. So once they left, I could see some footprints along the passage. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I could see it. So I went and wiped that out because one thing with me, when me the warm, place of it perfect. Because what else are you going to do? You can't stay in a dirty house. So the place of it perfect when I am home. So after I finished doing that, I went to check on the things that Dava brought for the kids. So she got a lovely dress for Deja and she got tops for Nate and DJ. So I looked at those and then I went straight back to work. I worked just as hard as if I was at work on a regular day. At lunchtime, I got up and went out to the living room and I was like, my, what if my place could be kept like this back like when I was young and single? This is how my place used to be. See all the broom right there? So me all sweep out, say me, and me can barely find out if you sweep. But anyways, it was lunchtime, so I decided to make a ramen for lunch. And I had that. And then, of course, so me I gonna make sure someone wash up at the dishes because, nothing hard in that. One pot, one plate, one spoon. Nothing hard, well, one fork. So, of course, I finished and I washed up. So, Dava and I had made plans that she would come and pick me up at a certain time. So, when I finished washing up, I checked in with her to see if she was ready, but she wasn't quite ready as yet. So, I decided to make a quick trip to go and pick up a few supplies on the road. So I need to get my hair done while I'm off. So I decided to just go and see if I could find the hair that I needed. Ended up going to about 3 different stores to get the hair. I also went by the pet store because we got a fish, as you may have seen. So I needed to get some fish food. And then I met up with my sister and we were on our way to the next location that we had to go for the day. So these are her beautiful, handsome children. And Dava cut off our hair, guys. Dava's hair was longer than mine and she cut it off. But when you are pretty, you can do anything and get away with it. I stopped by the pharmacy to pick up something for my sister, and then we continued on our journey. And I caught this very playful moment between two guys in Gale. I mean, as a Jamaicans, then we know how to have fun and be happy. But anyways, we finally got to our destination. And this last destination, was to see mom. I went to look for my sister, but mom is staying with my sister, so it was a two-in-one trip. So Dava had brought some stuff for Kay, so she was just showing her the different things that she got, and you know how kids are, of course. Them just go play the entire time. So Dava's children were just playing. After our visit, we went to tour. We brought Dava's husband and her children on a tour of our primary school. So this is a primary school that we went to. We were showing them the area that we used to go to drink water because me tell you, we used to ramp. This was our baseball area. So we said bat up, bat down, bat away. And we are batty ball as far as we can in a man. And when we start run, nobody not catch we. But it was just such a memorable time. Up here, so in the bush where you see me a point, that was one of the locations where we used to hide and go eat with lunch because we never want nobody to see we when we are eat with food. Then mom showed us her plants. She peeled a piece of cane for me. Then night come down, so it was time for us to go back home. Once I got home, I showed the kids the stuff that Auntie Dava bought. DJ was asleep, and then he woke up and realized that he missed Auntie Dava's trip. And as much as I tried to console him that he would see them tomorrow, Mr. The boy put on one piece of ball in. Then Deja broke my lamp, but I'll have to talk to you about that another day because I'm too hurt.